Hi. My father died last fall. My wife and I have had 8 children, and I've turned 50. So it's time for me to speak. My first red pill was about the mainstream media. I remember that as a teenager in the 1980s, I decided to stop watching TV news and to stop reading newspapers. It seemed to me that it wasn't enough to see the bias in a particular article. The real danger was that the MSM set the agenda of my thinking by what they chose to focus on and what they chose to ignore. I remember being particularly distrustful of the mainstream media's pose of objectivity. From then on, I would only read and watch media that declared its bias proudly. Well before this, at the age of 11, I had started reading about mass murder by states. I started with the Holocaust, but soon had read about Idi Amin, the Gulag Archipelago, and many other incidents of unimaginable evil. So when my friend introduced me to libertarianism in college, it was a pretty natural red pill. The state was not this benevolent institution working for the common good. As Edmund Burke wrote, "In vain you tell me that artificial government is good, but that I fall out only with the abuse. The thing itself, is the abuse." The red pill about the state reached a peak point for me on September 11th, 2001. As we watched the planes hitting buildings full of people, a coworker leaned down and said, "You said something like this would happen." Indeed, I had, and because I saw it coming and knew why it had come, my reaction to 9/11 was very different than many around me, even most members of my immediate family. I had come to see the state for what it is, and did not fear it. I was not surprised by its actions, or the blowback from those actions. Now, neither the media nor the state could cause me to panic, or to forget. I often think of Milan Kundeра's words, "The struggle of man against power is the struggle of memory against forgetting." I guess I should say something about academia, though it hardly counts as a red pill for me. I had never trusted academia in the first place. I'll only say this. If I ever had a view of academia as an ivory tower, I lost it somewhere along the way. Faddishness reigns. Somehow, all this supposed time and dusty old tomes results in academics spouting the same thing you can get from a celebrity that has never read a book in their life. There are honorable exceptions, of course. The state, media, academia. I remember my dad asking, "Will you leave me no heroes?" after I was giving him another dose of revisionist history about some politician he had admired. So now I come to the final red pill. Solzhenitsyn wrote, "If only it were all so simple. If only there were evil people somewhere, insidiously committing evil deeds, and it were necessary only to separate them from the rest of us and destroy them. But the line dividing good and evil cuts through the heart of every human being, and who is willing to destroy a piece of his own heart?" The final red pill was about me. I shocked myself with my own behavior. I saw the yawning emptiness in my heart, and I saw clearly all the evil things I had done to try to fill that emptiness. And that was the end of the beginning. But through the Lord's mercy and loving kindness, not the end. George MacDonald wrote that there are a great many more good things than bad things to do. I would like to do some of those good things with the videos I make. With the help of the Holy Spirit, my sweet loving wife, my children, the good things my mother and father gave me, my friends, both in real life and virtual, and you. Let's begin.